Hey everybody, Nick here, and today, well, I gotta make some channel news here. You see, the channel has been feeling like it's getting a little bit stale lately. I mean, sure, pocket knives are cool, and watches and pens and whatnot. Yeah, why not, right? Spend some time on that. But the thing is, after a while, it's starting to get like, what am I doing with all the over and over and over again? And so I want to pivot the channel a little bit, and I want to follow my bliss, follow my passion, and my bliss and my passion take me, well, outside, because nature is the original beautiful thing. And the fact that I've, amassed this kind of a viewership, if I can take that viewership and put eyes right back outside, outdoors, then I think that's absolutely excellent. And so I can think of no better day than today to announce the very first in a line of nature documentaries, working with some buddies of mine overseas. And, without any further ado, let's go on ahead and roll the tape. Hello and welcome to Planet Globe. Today we cover a fascinating creature, the pocket pecker. Although there are many species, they're all known for their distinctive flipper tab. Originally coming about as a matter of convenience, gradual evolution has led to a plethora of shapes and sizes. Originally indigenous to the United States near Vine Grove, Kentucky, they have since spread throughout the country and then via trade routes throughout the globe. And our camera crew has chased these creatures throughout the world, bringing footage to you documenting for the very first time in public their true behavior in the wild. Here we see Spidurcus advocatus, a true exemplar of the type we see wandering through nature, examining and interacting with his environment in the way that nobody has captured before on camera. Here, a particularly ornate species, Lamachus aegyptus, sits restfully in a tree, preparing for a long day of building its nest, and indeed we see this process. Although it does have ornate plumage, it does take advantage of its ability to blend in with the undergrowth, nesting on the ground, far below most predators, and hiding even from our camera crew. Luckily, we were able to find it, and indeed, here it is. And although it may appear passive, sitting quietly in its nest, if we were to approach any further, no doubt it could provoke a very sharp threat response. Luckily, this particular Aegyptus has more than fighting on its mind. It's looking for love. As we can see here, it has begun its mating ritual, its mating dance. Nobody's here quite yet, but we still get a little bit of a peek. Some pocket peckers are quite shy, like this Kershondus dividendus, which at the sight of our camera crew decides to run away. What a shame. Here we see Grammus rosellis, which uses its thicker, stout flipper tab in order to attack pressurized lumber, as well as, unfortunately, much larger logs. As you can see, rosellis is quite the pecking machine, with the ability to fell even larger trees, creating a problem for foresters around the world. Luckily, it remains quite rare. Buzaronius miniaturis is a very interesting species, as it prefers to sit very daintily in the smallest of trees. Its tiny profile and lightweight allows it to happily peck away all day on branches that would be felled by any other pecker. Lamachus buscardius is a fascinating species with a front-mounted pocket pecker, able to break through even the strongest of bark. See, we can see here that it can do incredible damage, even despite its relatively slight frame. Some pocket peckers have not adapted. We see here, in a riparian habitat, the steel willis cutjackus, which risks certain corrosion digging in the mud, but still requires sustenance. Here, excellent adaptation in the spoon-billed pocket pecker, Grimsmodius norsemanus, a very, very interesting species here stalking his prey in the water. And of course, the hook-billed pocket pecker is able to, well, adapt to a variety of orientations, able to grasp onto the branch as he pecks. Just amazing. Nature is truly magnificent. Yet nature is not devoid of cruelty. Here we see Miletus torientis, a very interesting species completely lacking a pocket pecker, which here may climb, it may try, but finds itself completely unable to feed. So, although it has gorgeous plumage, it is unfortunately going to be a very long winter for this little guy. And indeed, every creature must find a way to survive. Here we see a startled Spitocous advocatus, desperately trying to get away from our camera people. They mean it no harm, of course, but it is nonetheless startled and awkwardly works his way down towards the ground, ultimately evading our view. Well done, Advocatus. Yet it is soon happy to find its way back to its natural habitat. Although we've been seeing it here in nature, pocket peckers are of course happiest when pecking pockets, and this Advocatus is truly overjoyed at this moment. And it's no wonder that it's happy, because it has found its very, very favorite foodstuff. Here we see it has found a wallet. Pocket peckers are well known for their affinity of pecking on wallets, doing it all day, every day, and here he's found a wallet. Of course, mind you, such delicious food is not without competition. But ultimately, I suspect that Advocatus will win out, and indeed has scared off the competition. And indeed, survival of the fittest is the only law. Here we see Steelwilius Cutjackis has found a wonderful perch with which to scan for wallets or cell phones. Yet, here comes Kershondus Dividendus, hoping to knock him off his perch, and eventually take this wonderful prime spot for himself. Nature, alas, is red in tooth and claw. Yet Cutjackis is not for long without a perch, as nature has adapted to us in the same way that we have adapted to nature. In fact, pocket peckers around the world are now happily living in cities and suburbs, and happily coexisting with humans. Here, Cutjackis has found the side of a house, and indeed is having a grand old time. Indeed, some species have so well ingratiated themselves with humanity that they find themselves indoors, kept as pets and amusements for children and adults alike. This Roselius has found itself a truly wonderful and loving home. We here at Planet Globe hope that you've enjoyed this look at this magnificent creature, the pocket pecker, a true innovation and a wonderful thing for everybody in the world. Unless, of course, you're a wallet. Have a wonderful day, everybody. Goodbye now.
And just in case anyone was wondering, I'm still doing the reviews. Happy April Fool's Day, everybody. Bye now.